on? You're on the podcast with Jason Anthony. So, as you can see the title, Super Bowl 58, what's your take on Travis Kelce? That seems to be the big talk of the day, at least for now. Um, Before we get started, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my sponsors, Two Georges Marina, Vapor Planet, Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle, Joey the Jeweler, and Task Force Pizza. I appreciate all your support. Travis Kelce. So the big talk here is, I see it's all over my Facebook feed. Um, there's two sides to it. The way I took it is probably the way 95% of everybody in the nation took it. And that's he acted like a child when he got in the face of his coach, Andy Reid. Not just got in his face. I mean, he shoved him, pushed him, bumped him, whatever you call it. He did exactly what a child would do. This is my take, okay? Um, you know, it's sad because a lot of people look up to Kelce. He's got a temper. I don't care if it's a Super Bowl. I don't care if it's a regular season. It doesn't matter. You have fans, you have a lot of people that look up to you. That's the last thing you want to do. I get it. I mean, emotions fly. Your emotions can fly. You can do what you did, minus getting in your coach's face, your mentor's face, the guy that, that gave you a chance, the guy that made you who you are as a player on his team. But to get in his face in front of millions, if not billions, of people, viewers watching. So what's going to happen from here? So I'm taking the perspective of the way I feel about it. I think it was a childish moment. Only reason why Andy Reid didn't bench him, well, it's the Super Bowl. If they would have benched him, would they have won? I mean, that's Mahomes' go-to guy, for the most part. So is he going to bench him? No, that wasn't even a question. That shouldn't have been a question because they're not going to bench him during, the Super Bowl. Regular season, maybe. I would hope so. At the very least, I would hope during the regular season that they would bench him. I mean, that shit's just not going to fly. What's going to happen if someone else does the same thing throughout the season, in the postseason, or another Super Bowl? What's the punishments? Are there any? I mean, at this point in time, there isn't anything for Travis Kelce. Um, I mentioned in some of the comments that I made from people posting with siding with Kelce. At the very least, I think a public apology. It doesn't. The the point is, I might have a great relationship with an individual, but what people see and what you do are two different things. What's one of the most popular things people say? Actions speak louder than words. I mean, what does that say for someone who you don't have respect for, like other players, refs? I mean, what are you going to do with them? So it's a childish moment. That's and you have to keep that under control. You have to understand and know you got millions, if not billions, of people watching you, and you just created probably the most popular meme for at least the next week. Going with what other people think. Okay, nobody knows their relationship unless, you're in the locker room or you're just, personal, family, friends, whatever. So what? Who cares whether we know their relationship or not, whether they're best friends? If it was father and son, what does that matter? I think the whole point is he got in his coach's face and either chest bumped him, pushed him, grabbed him, whatever. There is no reason at any point in time to put your hands on someone else, no matter who it is, when tempers are flying. That's just it's just uncalled for. That's a no-go, man. I mean, now whether they want to do it behind the scenes, they want to do it in the locker room where there's no cameras, people that are looking up to you don't see it. I don't see a problem with that. You know, they probably do have a great relationship, and that's fine. And Andy Reid, he might not have cared that that happened. Okay, that's fine. But what kind of picture are we painting for other coaches, other players? AJ Brown, he tweeted. Let me double check what it was. I'll post it up here real quick. And I don't know about tweeting and all that stuff. I'm not on Twitter. I'm assuming that's what it was. Maybe it's Instagram, but he posted, "If that was me, I would have been kicked out of the league." That's what AJ Brown said. I honestly think he's right. I certain people just seem like they're untouchable. Of course, with this fairy tale story with Kelce and Taylor Swift, they're bringing in all kinds of money, all kinds of viewers. Yeah, I mean, this is a business. And it would be, in a business perspective, it would have been stupid to obviously, have anything happen to Kelce. He's got to be there. He's in this story, he is the main character. Not Mahomes, not Reed. So, that's the storyline that they painted. But going down the road, what's going to happen when another player does that to another coach? So, moral of the story is that they're making this to be okay. And it's not. It's not at all. I mean, you clearly see the anger in Travis's face. This isn't one of those where, some paparazzi just took a picture at the right moment. No. This was filmed, video, live, as well as pictures. Nothing was cropped out. Nothing was photoshopped. He walked right up to him, said what he had to say with the biggest temper you could possibly have, while shoving Coach and screaming in his face. That's not okay. I don't care who you are. I don't care what level of importance you are. That's not okay. And for people that's trying to justify that, a lot of people don't know what happened. We kind of do know what happened. He even said it. So the whole world knows what happened, and he's in the wrong. He's in the wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out in public and apologized. I can see that happening because obviously that one moment, it's viral. So I guarantee they're gonna address that some way, somehow. Whether they take actions, heck if I know. Again, as far as the NFL goes, he should be fine for sure. And honestly, if he's still playing, if he doesn't retire this offseason, he should be suspended a few games. That way, if it does happen again with another coach or player, now you have standards. Now you have something to go off of, and it doesn't show that, all right, he gets away with it. Then the next coach and player altercation happens, and they do something about it, but they didn't with Kelce and Reed. So that's a big thing. That's a big thing. Right now, they're painting a bad picture. Something has to be done with that. I don't care about their relationship. I don't care if they're best friends. It's uncalled for, and you're just making yourself look like a fool in front of millions or billions of people. So, comment below. Let me know what you think. Shoot me a message. I expect people to disagree with me and agree with me. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all have a good one.